Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards, see what's in store with a message from Spirit. How are you guys doing today? I have to say again, I love your comments and your shared stories in the comment section, so please do feel free to do so. I'm not able to respond to everybody, but I do read them, and I laugh when there's funny stories, and I love when there's deep shares. All of that stuff is beautiful. So thank you guys so very much for your interaction. It's great. So let's see what we have today. Again, I'm using the Awakening Avalon Oracle card deck that we created at Avalon Spirit. If you are interested in getting a deck, there is the link below. Holy, I don't know where my brain went there. It disappeared for a minute. Let me see who's here. Hold on. Sometimes when that happens, there's a different guide that comes in. Okay. Oh, so cool. Okay, so last night at Cosmic Consciousness, we had Sanat Kumara come through. He had brought in this really beautiful channeled message and then was kind of like in the energy during the whole experience. Now I'm feeling his energy again today. And he's saying, so he's an ascended master who's the regent of Earth, someone who works really for the Earth and the collective awakening of humanity. And he's coming forward right now, which is why it tripped me up, because it's a really high frequency. And he's saying he wanted to be involved in the messages that come forward today, a real push of a collective humanity message. Okay, so let's roll with it. Holy, I can feel that energy. Okay, let's see. As I'm shuffling, he's saying trust is a big key factor, not only trusting in the higher realms, but also trusting in your capacity to discern. Trust your capacity to discern when you relate that discernment to your frequency. If something feels right within your whole being, then move forward. If it doesn't, ask more questions. So discernment, but trust. So not just even discernment of like that kind of untrusting questioning kind of thing. It's more like trust in the flow of things and trust your ability to discern so you don't have to get hung up on it. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Ha! That makes a ton of sense. Okay, so discernment, trusting your energy, trusting your flow. And the first card that comes out is the undercurrent, which is essentially that. The undercurrent is that energy that runs deep within us. That is our truth, our sense of knowing, our sense of grounded focus through the flow of life. So that's exactly what he's talking about. So this is a beautiful card to come out and really validate exactly what he's saying. Trust your undercurrent. Trust your undercurrent to tell you when something is right and when something isn't right, when to move forward, when to pause. And instead of doubting and doing the whirl of doubt, go deep down into that undercurrent in your flowing river of life and trust that feeling, okay? First and foremost. Now, to amplify that feeling, we get that gratitude goes a long way. When we are grateful for the highs and the lows and the everything in between in our lessons of life, gratitude helps amplify our ability to access the undercurrent. It really does. So gratitude is a great way to kind of shake out the cobwebs. If you're feeling stuck, fall into a place of gratitude. What can you be grateful for in this moment? And I'll give you an example of, gratitude is easy when things are coming really easily for us, right? Like you can be like, oh, I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And that is important. It is important to be grateful in those moments of abundance. But there's power when we can be grateful in our moments of struggle. And I remember one of mine, and I may have mentioned it here before, but before my NDE, I was really, really sick. I was hemorrhaging, and I was barely able to walk from my bed the 4, maybe 5 steps to my bathroom. That would make me too winded. I felt like I was going to pass out by the time I got there. And I remember I went to the washroom, I made it back to the bed. I was out of breath. I crawled in bed, and it was one of my lowest, worst moments physically. But I remember I laid in bed and I was like, I could have either gone, this is my worst moment, everything is horrible, or I could have found something to be grateful for, and I needed to find something, some sort of ledge to hang on to, and my ledge was my gratitude. And what I found was, in that moment, I said, how lucky am I that even though I'm this sick, I get to lay in a very warm bed with warm blankets and a beautiful pillow, and I can be warm and safe and held in this bottom feeling of my life right now. How lucky am I? And I truly was grateful for that. I truly was, because I thought, there's so many people that are so sick and they don't have the warmth of a bed. And I'm lucky enough to have the warmth of a bed. And that was a really big teaching moment for me, because it allowed me to really recognize how much we get to choose what we're going to feel in different moments. So gratitude helps you find this undercurrent. And gratitude, don't get me wrong, is not always easy to find. There are moments where we cannot find gratitude, and that is very fair. But when the moments come in where we can have the clarity of mind to choose a piece of gratitude, it can be a big stepping stone. Now, as we go into that kind of undercurrent energy, we have yet again the Clairaudience card. So this is a big key message for a lot of you right now, is clairaudience in the form of hearing spirit, of hearing the guidance. That can be hearing it in dream state, that can be hearing it as an actual audible voice. And if you're not comfortable with that, you can set that as a boundary. It can also be hearing insights, messages in your mind. It may come as your own voice, but it's not rooted in your own thought. It comes separate from your thought, guiding you, a yes or a no, giving you insights of something, whispering these beautiful intuitions into your knowing. Again, clairaudience is on high. This is spirit communication. They want to talk. They want to communicate. This is very cool. So this takes a lot of frequency to allow to unfold. So just notice that. So again, with the messages that we've had this week, we have our chakras that are open. We have the energies amplified by that 8th chakra card that kept coming out. And now we're grounding our energy into the undercurrent to really open up to communication. So this is beautiful. I think this is a stunning message, and I'm so grateful Sanat Kumara was able to come through to bring that, their desire in the higher realms, to really communicate with us, to bring through higher awareness, higher understandings, is a really key feature right now. So definitely open to it. See how you feel. Again, set your boundaries where you're comfortable. Nothing has to be beyond your comfort zone, but I encourage you to step, put a toe out beyond the line and see how the new energy feels for you, and then decide. So I'll leave that with you guys for today. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Please do subscribe, share if you're enjoying this content. It really helps the algorithms, and I will see you guys tomorrow.